In this week's edition of Authors Revealed, our own Becky Anderson talks with Amy Gail Hansen. In her first published book, The Butterfly Sister, we learn the story of a young woman whose friend has disappeared. As she searches for clues, she must face her own past.
Welcome to Authors Revealed. I'm Becky Anderson. We are thrilled we have a local native author from Palatine with her debut book. It's Amy Gail Hansen, The Butterfly Sister. You gotta read it. There's a lot of stuff that happens. There's a lot of cool twists in this book. So tell us where the idea began.
Okay, so the idea began, I go in 2004. I've just gotten married, it's May, and we go on our honeymoon to Italy. And we go to check our luggage, we're in the line, and I kind of look down at my luggage and I go, oh my goodness, this is not my name and my address on this tag.
Oh, okay.
What had happened 5 years prior, I had lent my luggage to a girl in college for a trip she had to go on. She, you know, put her name and address on there. Well, I never used it again. So I didn't even know she'd left it on there, to be honest. I didn't notice. And I said to my husband, ooh, like, so what would have happened if, you know, this bag had somehow gotten lost? Would it have somehow gotten to her? And isn't that a great idea for a story?
So, you know, the twists in the plot, again, we won't tell anybody what they are. They are so incredible, you don't expect them. Was that, did you have to work at that, or was it something that just, you know, organically grew out of writing this novel?
I will say, I love when people say that on one end, you know, that they were surprised, because I feel like, oh good, people who read mysteries weren't seeing it.
That's right.
All the clues were there for me to put this together. So I think that's it was a lot of fun in that way. And almost like it was always subconsciously, I must have known I was going that route, but I didn't know. I don't know. The writer, the madness, there it is.
You know, this book, you know, trying to describe it, we always think of those quick elevator speeches or maybe that quick blurb that we have in the book industry where we try and compare. And, you know, and I keep thinking, this is going to appeal to so many people who like particular genres. How would you describe it? You know, because we always talk about that elevator speech. When you really want to talk about a book that you love, how would you describe it to somebody in a quick
I mean, it's really about Ruby Rousseau. She's this 22-year-old emotionally fragile girl, and in a lot of ways, because she gets caught up in trying to figure out what happened to this missing girl through the mysterious suitcase that comes to her, she has to revisit her past. And I think in a lot of ways, it's about going how the past so much affects us. We're all so, you know, made up of our past, essentially, our identity. And so really she has to go back to her past in order to go forward in life.
You got to read this one. It's a local author from Palatine. Her debut book is called The Butterfly Sister by Amy Gail Hansen. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Becky. If you're interested in the full interview with Amy Gail Hansen, visit nctv17.com for a list of airtimes.